Hi guys, Korg Pa5X will soon get the latest firmware update, namely version 1.30, which will be released soon. And here is a summary of the new Pa5X firmware features. Homepage. Modified homepage. The homepage now includes the Koss tab. Touch it to see the Koss pane. User sounds and drum kits. Increased user sound and drum kit locations. The locations where to load or save user sounds and drum kits have been doubled. There are now 12 user sound and 6 user drum kit categories. The matrix. Choosing a matrix preset from the menu. While there are only 4 matrix preset buttons on the control panel, you can have more matrix presets. A matrix preset can assign to the matrix pads, different pads, mute commands, chord sequences, or songs from a set list. Assigning a matrix preset to a matrix preset button, you can assign any of the matrix presets to any of the matrix preset buttons at the bottom of the matrix section. The Koss page. What are the Koss effects? Koss is a Korg technology, allowing for live generation of MIDI events and simultaneous control of multiple parameters via a control surface. In Pa5X, it lets you transform the music flow live. For example, you can smoothly morph between variations and drum kit types to create an evolving and always renewed arrangement. You can let Koss help you improvise on pre-recorded music by reshaping rhythm, pitch inversion, or changing note density. You can make the mix sparser to leave a solo player be heard better, or let you interact with your audience. There are also DJ-style note crunching effects for more radical changes. And you can use the Koss as a sophisticated arpeggiator or an old tape delay machine. You can choose between several preset Koss effects. You will then control the effects parameters on an IS-15 surface called the Koss pad. You can go to the Koss pane by touching the Koss tab in the main page of the home mode. Songbook. Choosing a keyboard set target location when saving a songbook entry. When saving a songbook entry, you can now choose a target location for a single keyboard set, even without first having to choose a different keyboard set. Rearranging the set list's order. Lyrics and chords. Loading a CDG file with an MP3 song, MP3 plus G. Compatibility with CDG files has been added. Lyrics and chords may be contained in a CDG file having the same name of an MP3 song and residing in the same folder. Tracks and sounds. External sounds and program change messages. A part track set to the external status cannot play the internal sounds. Instead of the assigned sound name, the indicator is shown on a tracks area in the main keys or main mixer pages. Choosing the note name system. You can choose the system used to display the note names separately from the lyrics language. 1. Go to the Settings menu General Controls Interface page. Showing hiding empty user data locations. While some types of data are freely organized in the same way as files and folders in a computer, some other types are organized in a reference grid. These are the sounds, mic presets, guitar presets, MIDI presets, as well as other types of data. The same MIDI out channel can now be assigned to both players. Audio out. MP3 songs routed to the finalizer. MP3 songs can be routed to the finalizer, as are the MIDI songs, the styles, and the pads. The settings can be saved into a songbook entry. Style pad edit. Listening to the recorded tracks before recording. The main page of the style and pad edit modes has been changed. Now you can press the PLA stop button to listen to what has already been recorded, without risking to overwrite the existing data. While in this state, you can rehearse the selected track before recording. To start recording, you have to first arm a track. by touching the R button on the track. Deleting notes from recorded tracks. Use the Delete Note button to delete a single note or a single percussive instrument from a track. Undo command. While in Style Edit mode, you can use the Undo command to undo the latest action. Please note that this command may not be available for all the actions. Copying the style track settings. Once you have edited a style track, you can copy and paste its settings to another track, chord variation, or style element. Editing the chord sequences. You can edit the chord sequences selected in the Home Chords pane. After editing, you can save it over itself or as a new one. Sound edit. Drum layers increased to 16. Drum layers can be now up to 16. This will improve compatibility with third-party sound developers. To choose between the layer groups, use the dedicated 1 to 8 and 9 to 16 buttons in the Sound Edit menu greater than Drum Kit page. Sample Edit. Viewing the sample playback position. While in Sample Edit mode, the current playback position in the sample can be seen in the waveform diagram. Sample names can now be 34 characters long. Importing stereo multi-samples. You can now import stereo multi-samples when importing sound font or TX16WX data. Increased maximum number of sample in memory. Then, maximum number of samples that can be loaded in memory has been increased from 30,000 to 53,000. Increased sample preload buffer size. The preload buffer size has been increased from 260 megabytes to 420 megabytes. This means that you can now load more samples in memory and have more samples play directly from the preload buffer. Deleting multiple samples at once. You can delete more than one selected sample at once. Importing sounds, multi-samples, samples, new import page. The import command in the Sample Edit multi-sample page has been removed from the page menu. It has been replaced by the Sample Edit greater than LM port export import page. Here, you can import sounds and multi-samples. The linked samples are also imported new import file formats. Exchanging data with TX16WX. TX16WX is a software sampler from CWITEC that can run on Macs and Windows PCs. Pa5X, starting from OS version 1.3.0, is compatible with its file format and can import data from it. You can therefore use TX16WX to develop sounds and drum kits for Pa5X. You can also export multi-samples from Pa5X to be edited in TX16WX. You can also use the software to edit samples in the WAV format. Please see the separate Making Pa5X Sounds and Drum Kits with TX16WX manual for details on how to use TX16WX with Pa5X. Effects for the sounds. Detailed images were added to 66 effects. This makes the way the effects are working clearer and more intuitive. New musical resources. Styles. 45 new styles have been added. Improvements and bug fixes in OS 1.3.0. User interface. General user interface improvements. Some edit menus and page menus have been reorganized to include the new features. The tempo window is no longer preventing the use of some control panel buttons, for example, Book or Rec Edit. Audio out. The finalizer's compressor behaves smoothly when choosing a different style video out. The lyrics font on the video output is now bigger for better readability. File conversion. Converting Pa4X to Pa5X. Data improves drum kit conversion, in particular the way the assigned parameter is translated. Bug fixes. Chord playback. Under some conditions, intro and ending chords could not be the correct ones when changing between major and minor while playing. Scale and tuning reset. After selecting a scale and key in the home scale tuning pane, the parameter might be reset when choosing a different pane or page. Songbook. The transpose value saved in MIDI song-based songbook entries could be ignored when starting a player, despite being set correctly after choosing the entry. When saving a songbook entry, the wrong style element could be saved. Video output. When using a TXT file for lyrics, it might disappear from video out when switching between the players. Damaged style data. Loading damaged style data could lead to a system crash under particular conditions. MP3 record. If the target USB memory device was removed while recording, it was no longer possible to save the recorded file, even if reconnecting it. Strip display brightness. The settings general controls interface display brightness strip parameter might not work under some conditions.